As France's elders swelter in the heat, postal workers come to the rescue. That's the headline from a New York Times report by Ségolène Lestratic, who rode along with postal workers in Aix-les-Bains and Venaisses to see the program in action. On a scorching morning, Harmony Simon, a 41-year-old postal worker in the lakeside town of Aix-les-Bains, rang the bell of Martine Coum, a 68-year-old retiree with diabetes and asthma. Simon wasn't delivering mail, she was there to make sure Coum hadn't succumbed to heatstroke. Inside, the apartment had hit 36 degrees Celsius (97 Fahrenheit) and Coum had covered the large windows with peeling aluminum foil, a makeshift shield against the sun. Simon suggested survival blankets, the shiny wraps marathon runners use, which she says dropped the temperature in her own place by 4 degrees. Coum needed the advice. With no air conditioning, afternoons locked inside were brutal. This wasn't a one-off visit. It's part of a nationwide emergency policy rolled out in June by Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu when a brutal heat wave shattered records across France. All 65,000 postal workers are now encouraged to check on older and isolated people during their daily rounds. Lecornu wrote to mayors that postal workers are often the only ones with regular contact with the elderly. Cities keep registers of vulnerable residents who ask to be contacted during hot spells, but those lists are hard to keep current, and not everyone signs up. The Postal Service's deep community network helps find people who've fallen through the cracks. The stakes are high. Europe is the fastest warming continent and has the oldest average population. France has faced a string of heat waves this summer. According to a provisional estimate from Santé Publique France, the National Public Health Agency, nearly 6,000 people died in the most severe June wave, and two-thirds of them were 75 or older. Deaths at home spiked sharply, raising alarm about seniors and the sick living alone. Simon's visit to Coum is one small intervention in a massive, unfolding crisis, one where a knock on the door and a tip about survival blankets can mean the difference between life and death. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, and we'll be back soon with more.